Hey there guys, it's Zarat here, and today we have a class guide for the brand new evolved Pumpkin Lord class. So first of all we have the enhancements, and without a doubt you're going to want to use full lock. This may seem slightly unorthodox being that this is a physical class, but from what I've seen so far, these enhancements definitely benefit you the most. Alright then, so now that I've told you the enhancements, let's take a look at the stats, description, and passive abilities for this class. So here are the stats. I will read out the description along with the passives and mana regen tips right away, and you guys can take a look at the stats to the left hand side of the video if you feel the need to do so, guys. Alright then, so Pumpkin Lords are evil magical pumpkins that are a lot more menacing than the name suggests. The mana regeneration tips for this class are as follows. Pumpkin Lords gain mana from all hits landed in combat, and especially on crits. The amount depends on damage relative to their own HP total. So that's actually quite similar to other classes right there, guys, if you are familiar with other classes in AQWorlds. The rank 4 passives for this class are as follows. So the first rank 4 passive is Thorns. This will increase your outgoing damage by 10%. Your second passive ability is called Fertilized, and this will increase your haste by 10%. If you guys don't know what haste is, it's basically the speed at which your character attacks the enemy. Remember, passive skills are always active, so you never have to activate them. Alright then guys, so now for the skills. So the first skill is called Vine Whip. This skill costs 15 mana and has a 4-second cooldown, which means you can abuse this skill quite a lot. It is also notable that this skill is actually physical. This also applies to all the other skills for this class. Alright then, so you use a pumpkin vine as a whip which deals high damage, cannot miss but cannot crit. Basically, you will be able to achieve moderately high damage using this skill, but nothing too major as you cannot hit a critical strike, though you are in fact guaranteed a hit on the opponent. Okay then, so the second skill is called Siphon. This skill costs 25 mana and has a 12-second cooldown, so slightly more cost worthy. It is also a physical skill as previously mentioned. The description for this skill is as follows. You grab your opponent with your vines and siphon life and energy from them. You gain a 20% haste boost and a reasonable HOT, or heal over time, 600% for 8 seconds. If Ready to Sprout is applied, which is made active by the next skill, you take 20% less damage. Ready to Sprout is then absorbed, or in other words, taken away. Essentially guys, this is your healing skill, with some other effects on the side, which when paired up with the 4th or 3rd skill, make for a better defense in battle. I cannot emphasize, however, how important it is to make sure that you use this skill only after activating Ready to Sprout. Alright then, so the next skill is called Seed of Despair. This skill costs 20 mana and has a 15-second cooldown. You sow seeds of despair and plant them in your foes. Applies Drained of Strength, which makes your opponent take 15% more damage and deal 15% less damage for 10 seconds. Also applies Ready to Sprout, which has extra effects on the other moves. Essentially, this is a buff on yourself and a debuff on the opponent, whilst also having a minor effect on their outgoing damage. The key aspect of this skill, however, is that it applies Ready to Sprout, which, as previously mentioned, when paired up with both the 3rd and 4th skill, apply different effects to either the opponent or yourself, both in your favour of course. So it is important that you use this skill before using either the 4th or 3rd. Okay, so the 5th and final skill is called Explosive Pumpkins. Now something that is very unique about this class is that for this skill, you do not have to sacrifice or give away any mana whatsoever, but instead 10% of your health. Therefore this skill has a 4-second cooldown with no mana cost, but instead a portion of your HP. The lower your health, the less HP you will have taken away. It is also very important though that you do not abuse this skill, being that it has a very low cooldown of only 4 seconds and will effectively kill you off over time. This skill will literally make or break you during battle. Okay then, so the description is as follows. You grow a specialized explosive pumpkin that detonates in a ball of glorious flames, dealing massive damage to your target at the cost of 10% of your own HP, or health points, if you guys didn't know that already. If Ready to Sprout is applied for skill, a DOT or damage over time is also applied. Ready to Sprout is then absorbed, or in other words taken away, much like the 3rd skill. So this skill I feel actually has a much better effect than skill 3 in terms of using Ready to Sprout, though it is much more dangerous and probably should not be exploited, especially when you're on low HP. It's really down to what you feel is best in certain circumstances though. Alright then, so now for the solo. Sorry if this isn't exactly the most commendable boss in game, guys, but it was the best I could do. Blood Titan was a little too strong for me, but yeah, anyhow. This class is decent in soloing, but does not put up much of a fight against the stronger opponents, such as Blood Titan for example. I'd recommend whilst soloing, or in that matter, whilst fighting any monster in that case, using skill 4, then either skill 3, preferably 3, or skill 5 after that. Then you can start using, or utilizing skill 2 as much as you want, and just repeat the process basically. Okay, so overall thoughts and opinions on this class is that it is in fact a lot of fun to use. I've had a fair amount of time now playing around with the class, and I can honestly say that it is one of my most favourable classes in game. Still got to give it to Legion Doom Knight though, that is still my favourite class in game at the moment. But this class is definitely up there. Along with the Omni Knight actually, that was a lot of fun as well. But I would not put getting this class to one side, guys. You should definitely go get it right away if you can do so. But yeah, you can hit very high damage using unstable weapons in particular. But you can also achieve moderately high damage using unstable, in the thousands of course, if you are of a high level. The overall survivability of this class is good if you do use the skills correctly, and if you do not use the 5th skill too much and exploit or abuse it. I definitely consider going out and getting this class for yourselves though, guys. You can purchase this class by either buying ACs or adventure coins and buying it directly from the class shop. You can get it by killing the Great Pumpkin King in Mogloween, alongside the original Pumpkin Lord class. Not to be mistaken there, guys, there are in fact 2 versions, the normal and the evolved. You can also get it if you farm merge items and purchase it in the merge shop. However, the last 2 methods are member only, and this class is only obtainable by non-members through the AC or adventure coin purchase. Alright then guys, so thanks for watching this video, hope I helped out. Definitely go grab this class right away in Adventure Quest Worlds. It's out now, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak.